Number seven, the all-nighter fail. You're up at 3 a.m., chugging an energy drink and cramming for a deadline. You feel like a champion, a true grinder, but you're actually doing one of the dumbest things you can do for your brain. You're trading a night of rest for a few hours of deeply flawed work. Sleep isn't for the weak, it's when your brain cleans house. It's when it consolidates memories, solves problems, and repairs itself. When you pull an all nighter, your brain is like a computer that's never been shut down. It gets buggy, slow, and prone to errors. A tired brain can't make complex connections. It relies on superficial recall instead of true understanding. You might remember facts for a test, but you won't be able to apply them creatively. The genius who works all night might get a B on their paper, but the person who took a nap and woke up refreshed will have the mind to get an A and come up with a better solution. Pushing through exhaustion isn't a sign of toughness. It's a sign that you don't understand the basics of how your own mind works. Number six, the delusional multitasker. Your phone is in your hand, you're binge watching a show, and you have music playing all while you're supposed to be studying. You think you're a multitasking genius, but you're actually just a human with a super short attention span. While the daydreaming brain is making powerful connections in the background, your distracted brain is just being pulled in a million different directions. The constant switching between tasks from your phone to your homework to the TV forces your brain to expend massive amounts of energy for no real gain. Scientists call this attention residue, and it's a cognitive tax. Every time you switch, a little part of your mind is still stuck on the previous task. It's like trying to run three races at once and finishing none of them. The person who can't sit with their own thoughts and constantly needs external stimulation is a person with a mind that isn't comfortable working on its own. A mind that needs to be constantly fed with distractions is a mind that is starving for real thought. Number five, overly sincere communication. You take everything at face value. Someone makes a joke, and you spend 30 seconds explaining why it's not logically true. This inability to understand sarcasm, irony, and subtext isn't a sign of your honesty. It's a sign that your brain is struggling with nuance. The world is rarely black and white. It's full of shades of gray and unspoken meanings. A mind that can't decode these social cues is a mind that is constantly missing the point. It's like trying to read a great book, but only understanding the words and not the deeper meaning. You're so focused on the literal message that you miss the emotional and social context. The person who thinks they're being honest by taking things literally is often just being socially clueless, and that's a real cognitive deficit. Number four, the overplanner. You have a schedule for your schedule. You have a detailed list for every hour of every day. You're so obsessed with efficiency and productivity that you leave no room for spontaneity. And this is a sign that your brain is afraid of the unknown. While a genius mind loves to lose itself in the state of flow, a less intelligent mind is so terrified of wasting time that it clings to a plan. It's like a car that only knows how to drive in a straight line on a perfectly paved road. It's efficient, but it can never go off roading and discover new paths. The brain that is obsessed with rigid time management is a brain that is afraid of true deep work because deep work is messy and unpredictable. It's a brain that would rather do 100 small predictable tasks than one truly great one. Number three, the unproductive procrastinator. You've got a big project to do, but instead of working, you find yourself endlessly scrolling through social media, binge watching shows, and doing absolutely nothing productive. This isn't productive procrastination, it's just laziness. while a smart procrastinator is strategically thinking about how to tackle the project and letting their brain work in the background. The unproductive procrastinator is just filling time with low value, brain numbing activities. They're not marinating an idea, they're just avoiding it. A person who is not intelligent enough to solve a problem will often just try to avoid the problem altogether. The fear of the blank page is a real thing, and a less intelligent mind will simply stare at it rather than find a way to get started. Number two, the quick decision. You're at a restaurant and you pick the first thing on the menu because you're hungry. You're not taking the time to analyze every option, to think about what you really want. This kind of quick, impulsive decision making is a sign of a less intelligent mind that is afraid of deep analysis. While a genius mind is running complex simulations, a less intelligent mind is simply following its gut. A study found that people who make quick decisions without taking the time to analyze the options are often wrong. They're not efficient, they're just careless. The person who makes a snap judgment and then sticks to it is a person with a mind that is too rigid to admit when it's wrong. You're not saving time, you're just making a poor decision with confidence. Number one, the perfectionist paralysis. You have a big idea, but you won't start until you have the perfect plan. You're so afraid of making a mistake that you never get anything done. This is the ultimate sign of a mind that is too rigid and too afraid of failure to create anything new. While a genius mind sees an unfinished project as a learning experience, a less intelligent mind sees it as a failure. It's a mind that is so obsessed with the final outcome that it can't enjoy the process of creating. The person who wants everything to be perfect before they even begin is a person who is secretly afraid of their own ability. The person who is truly creative knows that the most important thing is to just begin and let the mistakes guide the way. Your perfectionism isn't a virtue, it's a roadblock to your own success. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, bro. Like and subscribe to see more.